Give me a call or stop by and let me answer any questions you have on selling your home or purchasing your new home. Call Kelly at Parker Insurance and Realty 427-9345. That's 427-9345. Are you thinking of selling your home or business? Hi, I'm Gloria, and as a realtor, I know that getting rid of the clutter in your home is one of the best ways to help sell your house quickly. At Jessup Premium Storage, our family-owned company provides a convenient and secure building for all of your storage needs. We now offer outdoor covered parking for that antique car, boat, or RV. Due to our recent expansion, we offer units that range in size from as small as a bedroom closet to as big as a one-car garage. All of our units are inside and climate controlled with 24-hour access and security. Our leases run month to month, so you're not locked into a long-term commitment, giving you the flexibility to move your belongings out the minute you purchase your new home. Stop by today or give us a call, 530-8003. That's 530-8003. Jessup Premium Storage.
The cool, clean, and secure.
This is Sammy Dixon at the all-new Mike Birch Ford in Blackshear. If you haven't had a chance to come see our new state-of-the-art showroom, then there's no better time than right now. While you're here, take advantage of huge savings on new Ford trucks. Get more than $10,000 off from select new F-150s while they last. You must hurry. They're going fast. Over $10,000 off on the best-selling truck in America for 39 straight years. You can also take advantage of money-saving low interest rates on new and certified pre-owned vehicles. Our new bigger showroom means more inventory, and that means bigger savings for you. Come to the house at Good Service Built and buy from Mike Birch Ford, and we'll give you 5 free oil changes following 36,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty.
If you're looking for an incredible deal on a new or pre-owned vehicle from the dealer who has always put you first, stop the search. Call the all-new Mike Birch Ford in Blackshear.
This is Sammy Dixon saying thank you. Thank you very much for your business.
All right, 2 minutes after 8 o'clock, you're listening to the Big Dog, WIFO-FM in Jessup, 105.5 on your FM dial. Butch Everett here with you on this Friday morning, very first day of April. We have a 60% chance of showers today, tonight, and tomorrow morning. Should be moving out by mid-afternoon tomorrow. So cloudy today, tonight, and through tomorrow morning. High today is going to be right around 80 degrees. And then Sunday, we got sunshine returning with a high near 72. The Omaha root level is at 9.4 feet and rising. It is now time for the world famous Butch and Bob Show, brought to you by Parker Insurance and Realty in downtown Jessup on Macon Street, by Jessup Premium Storage out here on the Waycross Highway, and also brought to you by Mike Birch Ford in Blackshear. Oh, Bob, hospital day. We got some special guests in this morning.
Yep, Jill Blizzard's in the studios with the new doctor, so we'll turn over to her. Jill, always good to see you. We met the doctor last night at the Taste of Wayne, so the floor is yours.
Yes, okay. Thank you so much. And, of course, we appreciate y'all having us. I think we are now in here more than once a month, but you always make room for us at least once a month for Hospital Day so we can inform the community about what's going on with their neighborhood hospital. It is my distinct pleasure to have as my guest today Dr. Heather Campbell. She's a family physician that has relocated to our area. And also here for moral support is her stepmom, Miss Diane Campbell from the upstate of South Carolina. So I'm just going to turn it over to Dr. Heather Campbell and let her tell you a little bit about her background.
Good morning, Doctor.
Good morning.
We're glad that you're here.
Thank you for having me.
Glad you're here at your radio station, and glad that you've moved to Jessup and opened a practice here.
Very glad to have that opportunity. I actually grew up in Greenville, South Carolina, on the outskirts in the country, and then went to college at the College of Charleston. Kind of went to college a little bit early, started when I was 16, graduated when I was 20. By the time I was 24, I went to St. George's University down in Grenada in the West Indies for the first year and a half of med school. And then from there I went to St. Vincent for 6 months in the Grenadines, where we did our preclinical training. And then from there I went to Brooklyn, New York for the 3rd and 4th year, which was quite a culture shock. And then since I was considered a foreign medical graduate, I could sign outside of the match. And on my 4th interview with the Oklahoma University Rural Family Practice Program, they offered me a spot in residency. So I took that out in Bartlesville, Oklahoma, where I've been up until this point.
All right, so you've out of residency. Have you had a practice anywhere, or you just been to the hospital?
I had a practice, well, I worked at a practice for about 4 months in Tulsa, but when I first graduated residency at the end of June in 2012, I was a nighttime hospitalist for 2.5 years at Jane Phillips Medical Center. And then I tried my hat. It was a different type of practice. We really focused on neuropathy, migraines, and joint pain. And then I came back to the ER as an emergency physician since May of 2015. But I had moonlighted in ER since I was a resident.
Okay. Now, what brought you to Jessup, Georgia to open up a practice here?
That's kind of a funny story.
Well, let's hear it.
I called a recruiter who had emailed me about a telemedicine position. And we got to talking, and the telemedicine position was more like a collections position, and that's not really my personality. So he said, I have this opportunity in Jessup, Georgia. Let me tell you about it. And I said, okay. And within 3 weeks, I was down here, and I met Emily Thompson and Joe Irardi and fell in love with the town, and here I am.
And here you are. Now tell us about your practice and what you'll be doing here in Jessup and Wayne County as a doctor.
I am going to be taking over Dr. Westbury's old practice and basically kind of functioning more as an internal medicine physician, seeing people that are 18 years and older, possibly some younger folks if that's what the community needs. We were going to focus more on adults because we have a lot of pediatricians in the community already.
Mm-hmm. So you're going to be a family physician specializing in adults?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. And where's your office located?
It is located at 930 South 1st Street, right across from the hospital.
Of course, every doctor, when they come in and open up a practice, they got to have a staff. Tell us a bit about your staff.
My staff is excellent. Emily Stewart is our office manager. Megan Elliott is going to be my right-hand person in the back helping me with everything. And Christina is the front office. She's basically going to be running the front office, answering phones, and she's absolutely wonderful.
Okay. Now, folks, if you have any comments or questions for Dr. Heather Campbell that's opening up a practice here in Jessup, you can text us those comments or questions at 912-427-3711, 912-427-3711. Dr. Heather Campbell, a brand new doctor here in Jessup. So what do you think of a hospital?
I think the hospital is beautiful, and all the doctors that I met are extremely friendly. It was a very welcoming environment. I absolutely love the food.
Speaking of loving the food, Bob, wasn't she at the Taste of Wayne last night?
Sure.
And I ate way too much.
So you got a chance to kind of visit Wayne County in one spot last night.
Yes, sir. It was very nice.
Yeah, lots of food there last night. I really enjoyed it. Really did. It was fun. But Dr. Heather Campbell here, that's a nice, is that coffee in there or in your big red bottle there?
This is my famous red Tupperware bottle. I had a colleague of mine tell me it looks like a big old bottle of ketchup. It's just a water bottle.
It's just a water bottle. It does look like a big bottle of ketchup. It does. All right. So you're drinking the healthy water this morning, not just like Bob. Bob, questions or comments for Dr. Heather Campbell this morning?
I know you began taking appointments last Monday, so how's that going? Has the community response been well?
It's been really well. They told me Monday morning that I was already booked for a month.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Well, that's good. Yeah, Jill, what's her number down there at our office?
It is 912-559-6950. She's already taken calls. That started Monday, and she is booked about a month out. And she'll start seeing patients on April 11th.
Okay, so she'll see patients starting in April 11th. Now, most of these patients that Dr. Westbury had, or is this just new folks calling in for Dr. Heather Campbell?
It's a hybrid. It's a mix.
It's a mix. Huh?
Referrals. We've actually had people walk in because of that location. Mm-hmm. It's right across from the hospital, right across from Allstate, and diagonal from Huddle House. So it's a high traffic area. We've had people walk in while the folks have been repainting and setting up computers and things like that.
Flashing neon signs that says Dr. Heather.
Now there's a marketing strategy right there, the bright neon signs. We might need to try that out. But I don't even think we have a sign out yet that has anything on it. But people are stopping by because they already know. And as you know, just as a small town, and we talk. People talk. People communicate.
No.
Yes.
Not at all.
Yes. Shocker. I know. But they've just been pulling in off the road. They've been calling in. I know some of our other physicians are backlogged.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's something that could wait, that's wonderful. And also some folks want to see a female physician as their general practitioner. So we're very fortunate to have Dr. Campbell with us. She has a great background. I mean, she worked in Brooklyn. And then she was out in Oklahoma, and now she's here in Jessup.
Mm-hmm.
And she also has some international experience, if you want to speak on that.
We talked about just my experience in Grenada and getting trained by the doctors down there. It was fascinating because they had just gotten the first CT scanner on the island about 5 years before. So the people who taught me how to do a history and physical exam said, you know, you have to use all of your 5 senses. You have to, you know, look, touch, feel. You know, they said, thank goodness we don't have to taste urine anymore. And I said, well, thank goodness for that.
Yeah.
But they really taught us the art of diagnosing without having the CT scanners and the things that we're blessed to have in America, because they only had one for 80,000 people that lived on the island.
Wow. Do you bring any family in town with you? Or you're on your own?
Currently, I'm on my own.
Okay.
My husband, Hampton Stapleton, is looking for a job here, and he's still working out in Oklahoma and getting our house ready to sell out there. So hopefully within the next 6 months, he'll be here with me.
What kind of work does he do?
He works in the natural gas and oil industry. He is a qualitative manager, or basically works with chromatographs to make sure that the gas that's being bought and sold is actually what they say they're buying and selling.
All right. Well, sounds good. Well, hopefully y'all can get your house sold out there and he can get in town and be with you.
That's what I'm praying for.
Dr. Heather Campbell, brand new family physician here in town, opening up an office right across from the hospital there, across from the Allstate agency. And just once again, we welcome you to town. You had a chance to meet a lot of folks last night at Taste of Wayne, didn't you?
I did. And everybody was very welcoming and friendly, and the same thing I experienced when I first came to Jessup and fell in love with it.
Okay. All right. Once again, our text number, if you have any questions at all for Dr. Heather Campbell, is 912-427-3711 if you want to text in a question or comment. Jill, what's next?
Well, I want to invite folks, if they have not met Dr. Campbell yet, if they were not at the Taste of Wayne, I want to make sure that people get that opportunity. So we have a welcome breakfast scheduled for next Wednesday. It's Wednesday, April 6th, from 7:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. It's just drop in. Come and go as you please. It's at the hospital cafeteria conference room. So if you know where the cafeteria is, you just walk in. You can't miss it. But she'll be there. I'll be there as well. And you just drop in 7:30 to 9. Our award-winning cafeteria will be preparing that breakfast. I think we won the Silver Spoon last night for best appearing.
Yeah, best appearance
meal.
Yeah.
And so I wonder if some of those dishes will be served, but we have that Wednesday, April 6th, 7:30 to 9 in the hospital cafeteria conference room. Also, if you can't make that, we want to invite everyone to her ribbon cutting that the Chamber of Commerce and the hospital are putting on together. It's Thursday, April 21st at Dr. Campbell's office.
Right, the 21st of April?
Yes,
Ribbon cutting?
21st. And that is located, her office, as she said, is 930 South First Street in Jessup, diagonal from the Huddle House and just across the street from the hospital.
Okay.
And so, and of course, there'll be award-winning food there too, prepared by our cafeteria. We'll have some door prizes. It'll be fun. But Dr. Campbell's wonderful to talk to and would love to meet with folks one-on-one, and anybody and everybody is invited. Also, while I've got the chance, I want to let folks know what her office hours are.
Right.
They are Monday through Thursday, 8 to 5, and Friday, 8 to 12. But they are taking calls now for appointments at 912-559-6950.
All right, we got a couple of questions in here. Will she be interested in seeing patients at local skilled nursing facilities or nursing homes.
That may be something we need to discuss.
Okay. All right. So that's a possibility of going to nursing homes. All right. What insurances will you take at your practice?
As far as I know, we're going to be taking everything.
Everything.
Yes, sir.
State, federal, and private, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. I know that makes a lot of folks happy. All right. So Dr. Heather Campbell, and a couple of questions right there. And if anybody else wants to text in a question, you can text us at 912-427-3711. What's on? You got another announcement there, don't you, Jill?
Oh, we always bring papers. We always
you got tons of stuff, don't you?
Yes. By the way, thank y'all for promoting the Barbecue for a Cure that we did last week to raise money for the American Cancer Society. I know we came on the show and talked about it, and then we ran an ad with y'all. I think it worked. I think it was very effective, and I told y'all we would give you the numbers of what we raised. Just from that one-day event, we raised just shy of $3,000, $2,986.
Cool.
That was very cool. And that's just from Boston Butts and ribs.
Mm-hmm.
And it was one day, but the timing was good because we did it before everybody's Easter meal, and a lot of folks were going out of town that Thursday and that Friday. They could take that with them to enjoy with their families. We also, in the fall, did a barbecue chicken plate fundraiser, and this was more your lunch service and your dinner service. And that raised $1,104.89. Y'all promoted that too. We also sold some T-shirts for folks to wear, and a little bit of the proceeds go to the American Cancer Society. That raised $144. And then Wednesday, in honor of National Doctors Day, we donated $1,000 to the American Cancer Society in honor of our physicians, because in years past, we might take that same amount of money and buy something nice for the physician, a nice calendar or a nice pen, a trinket for their desk, but you never know. They might have had 20 of those already. So as a way to honor them, we did a nice breakfast for them and invited the local Cancer Society representatives to come, and they did, and we presented a check for $1,000. So all total, in the past few months, we've given the American Cancer Society $5,234, roughly.
It's a lot of money raising. Relay for Life, I guess, will be coming up in May, as usual.
Well, it's a little bit earlier this year.
Is it? Okay.
It's Saturday, April 23rd.
Oh, good. Okay.
Out at the track, the high
JC
school,
Stadium.
JC Stadium, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. We'll have a group there. I know lots of other businesses will have a group there as well, but and we're still going to raise money. We're not going to stop. We raise money for them year round. Because
so we'll start at 10 o'clock in the morning and not at night?
Yes, and it's the second year that they've done that.
Mm-hmm.
Folks were concerned about that, but apparently they could not change it, and I'm not sure what the schedule conflict was, but they're going to seriously consider changing it back to Friday night for next year, because that is nice. People are able to finish up their day at school or at work and then just go out to the stadium, and the luminary ceremony is so nice too.
Yes.
But nationally, the group has chosen to go to this Saturday event, but it doesn't necessarily work in all communities. So they're going to try a Saturday one more time and evaluate it and go from there.
Okay.
So I wanted to report that, and also remind your listeners about our lecture series. We've had 3 so far. We have the next 2 scheduled as well. We do these lectures the 4th Thursday of every month. It's always presented by one of our physicians. It's out at Coastal Pines Technical College in the C. Paul Scott Polytechnical Building. So the next lecture is going to be presented by Dr. Elizabeth Crandall, ophthalmologist, Thursday, April 28th at 6:30. And then after her is Dr. Gary Stern, cardiologist, Thursday, May 26th, also at 6:30. So this has been a really good year and really exciting. And of course, we're thrilled to have Dr. Campbell. And again, if you missed those dates that I mentioned earlier, The welcome breakfast for her that everybody is invited to is Wednesday, April 6th, 7:30 to 9. Just drop in on your way into work or wherever. That's in the cafeteria conference room. And her ribbon cutting is Thursday, April 21st at 10 a.m. at her office.
Okay. Well, Doctor, welcome to Jessup and Wayne County. We wish you much success here, you and your husband, and hope you just get ingrained in the community. I'm sure you will, and be with us for a long time.
Thank you very much.
All right, Bob, questions, comments for Jill or Dr. Campbell this morning?
I say appreciate her coming in. Welcome to Wayne County.
Thank you.
Okay, all right, we'll be back. Is that it, Jill? All right, we'll be back more of the world-famous Butch and Bob show in a minute. It's good news, folks. The Wayne County Farmers Market opens for the 2016 season this Friday, April 1st, and Saturday, April 2nd. Come to the Wayne County Farmers Market and get you some locally produced fruits and vegetables, jams, jellies, relishes, baked goods, flowers, tomato plants, fresh eggs, and so much more. April is Strawberry Month, and each week the Farmers Market will have taste samples of various strawberry recipes. New this year at the Farmers Market will be a children's produce stand, where the children can come each week and choose a fruit. The Farmers Market will also have a children's corner with jump ropes, hula hoops, and a cornhole box. One very important reason to shop the farmers market is the money you spend in the market for delicious, fresh, wholesome food goes back into our local economy and to our local farmers. The Wayne County Farmers Market is open Fridays from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. and is located at 533 North First Street in Jessup. Visit the webpage at thewcfm.org. 105.5 FM in Jessup, Big Dog Country Radio, world famous Butch and Bob show for this very first day of April, on Friday morning. Bob, it's good for the medical community to grow here in Jessup and Wayne County with a new doctor here in town.
Yeah, they continue to bring more and more, so it's good news.
Okay. Well, we all had a blast last night at Taste of Wayne there at Coastal Pines Technical College. Taste of Wayne, put on by the Chamber of Commerce, and Mary Caitlin and her committee did a fantastic job of putting that together. What a night.
It's a good event.
And the crew, the guys, did a great job of decorating the room there to make it look like Wayne County. Got the roads through there, got the river in there with the catfish in it, and different sections of Scriven with their pictures of that city there, and Odom and Jessup. It was just really nice.
It was.
And of course, the main thing, that food, it was delicious. No doubt about that. That was some good food. And Second Chance Band, of course, doing their most wonderful job there up there on the stage and having a good time entertaining everyone. Did you get any auction items?
Any what?
Auction items.
No.
No auction items. Silent auction, live auction, none of that? Yeah. Well, I left at 9, or a little bit before 9, so I wasn't even there for the finish of it.
I made sure to stand outside so they didn't think I scratched my nose or anything like that. Those bids are going pretty high, so I stayed away from all that. But they did a good job. Mr. Ruth did a good job auctioneer. So I said they went fast, and I said it was a great announcement of Piglet Wood coming to Jessup, so that's good news. So everybody's excited about that. So hats off to Jody Ammons, and Dale Keith, our new idea director, did a great job helping with that. Also, Mayor David O'Keefe and Mike Deal, the two banks that helped out as well. So just a great community effort. And I said, I'm sure we'll get Dale in here maybe one day next week with Jody. And we met the owners last night, the Thompsons, very nice people. So it's just nice to see that whole building now full. You know, we got the 007 Eye Center, and Red Showers Restaurant's going to come in on the other side, and Piggly Wiggly. So it's just going to be a nice full building right there in the middle of downtown Jessup, which is nice.
Yep, Winn-Dixie Shopping Center. They got it all fixed up. Jody and her family got it all fixed up and did a great job with that, and now tenants are moving in. Piggly Wiggly coming to Jessup. People have been wanting another grocery store. We're getting it. Do they have another Piggly Wiggly anywhere? Are they new to the grocery store business?
They own two others. They have one in Eulonia, and I'm not sure where the other one is, but they own two others, Piggly Wigs.
Okay, so
they're all owned.
Yeah, they're
locally owned and operated, but they own three.
Okay,
so this will be their third.
Good. Well, we got a couple of announcements in here, Bob. I'm going to get them on the world famous Butch and Bob show here. It says varsity soccer games or matches, if you want to get correctly there. The varsity soccer matches cancel and move to Monday against Thompson at regular times at 5 and 7.
So they did cancel it.
They did cancel it. I guess Thompson doesn't want to come down. Just like they didn't want us to come up there today. All right, and it says the Wayne County Big Tom Turkey Banquet. The Wayne County Band Big Tom Turkey Banquet is Saturday night from 5 p.m., starting at 5 p.m. at Unity Church of God in the gym there. They got a few tickets left. You can call 912-425-1030. 912-425-1030 if you're interested in going to the Wayne County High School Band Big Tom Turkey Banquet being held Saturday night. They'll have lots of gun and nice gifts to give away, and also a lot of turkeys that have been, a lot of what now? I can't read it. A lot of big turkeys have been entered for competition. So if you'd like to go, they're going to do it. Sybil's is catering. It'll be at Unity Church of God Saturday night. Big Wayne County High Band, Wayne County High Band Big Tom Turkey Banquet, big fundraiser for the Wayne County High School Band. Well, you got anything you want to go over? You got sheets there in front of you?
I just want people also want to know who won the awards last night. Again, they give out those awards. People go around and taste the food, and they have those several awards that are rotated from restaurant to restaurant depending on who wins. So again, just wanted to run down those. Again, the Best Bite for Taste went to Cafe Euro. Silver Spoon for Appearance went to Waynewater Hospital's Cafe. Cutting Edge for Originality went to Callie's Wrap. The People's Choice Award went to Angel's Fine Dining, and the Judge's Choice was Love of Yogurt. So again, our congrats to those restaurants who won the awards last night by the Chamber of Commerce. So, and if you go in a restaurant, you'll see those big, I don't know if they call them, they're not trophies, but they're big displays.
Big displays,
They got the spoon and the fork and the knife and all that stuff. So, again, our congrats to, and just thanks to all the restaurants. As Mary Caitlin said many times on those Wednesdays, without the help of those restaurants providing the food, they couldn't do the event. So,
that's out of their pocket. They get that all the way free.
But the food was excellent. I said the shrimp from Sybil's was to die for. It was good stuff. So, had a good time going around eating the different food. So. But I kind of camped out at Sybil's and ate most of their shrimp. So.
I'm sure James appreciated that. They didn't want to take it back, right? You were helping them out.
I guess not, but it was pretty good. So,
yeah.
But it was a good event. Like I said, as you mentioned, it was decorated very nice. The stream with the catfish was a nice touch. So the band did a great job. So thank everybody there. I thought it was a great crowd. I said Buddy Carter was there, Bill Werkheiser was there, saw Dallas Dutton there. The Lake Tillery guy was there as well. So
and the other candidate was there.
So
a lot of officials there, a lot of candidates.
A lot of politicians, but the big announcement was nice to hear. I know they've been working on that for several months now. And they said trying to keep it under wraps, and that was what the people asked for. So it's hard to keep a secret in Jessup, but they did a good job of that. So. But it was nice to see the announcement. And I said, people have wanted a grocery store for years in here. I mean, that's something that has been, Del Keith mentioned it when he first got here. That's all he heard as well. It's not a director. We need a grocery store. We need a grocery store. So with help with Jody Emmons being the landlord of that building, and like I said, she did a lot of work and met those people and went, talked to her yesterday. She went to a lot of different states, looked at a lot of different facilities, a lot of different buildings. Nothing was guaranteed. So. But like I said, with the help of Del Keith, the help of the mayor, David O'Keefe, and the help of city manager Mike Deal, the Thompson people really were welcomed by those people, felt comfortable, and feel this is going to be a great fit for them and the community. So just great to see that success story here in Wayne County, the city of Jessup. So
Piggly Wiggly's are good for small towns. They're customer service oriented, like the grocery stores you used to go to years ago. And so I think folks will enjoy that.
And the great news is you're talking 50 to 60 jobs already, right off the bat. So that's good. And that's what, everybody talks about. The idea is going to be happy because that's what they keep getting bombarded with. We need you to bring jobs. Well, here's 50 to 60 jobs in that building alone. So, and I'm sure the construction will be a lot of locally owned people helping out as well. So it's just good for the economy, good for business, just good for the city. So just a great success story. Like I said, the announcement was well received last night, as you could tell at the event. So just hats off to all those people. And again, thanks to Jody Emmons for spearheading it and, really doing a lot of legwork.
Well, that's a big risk. You go off and buy a shopping center like that, and you spend all that money of buying the building, the land, and then you put all that money into fixing it up, getting it look good, You're not guaranteed a tenant's going to move in there, but they took the risk, and it's paying off.
I said, Dale Key's doing great things with the IDA. Glad to have him on board. So just a go-getter, had success at Richmond Hill, already having success here. So things are moving forward in a positive manner. So it's good.
Okay. And once again, you want to remind folks about the Wayne County baseball games?
Yeah, today's games have been canceled. They've rescheduled from Saturday at 2. So we'll start the pregame at 1:50. Have those doubleheaders from Thompson. Again, those are the key games. Apparently, that's the key competition in the region. Wayne and Thompson expected to battle. So got to go on the road and win those 2 games and secure that #1 seed. So we'll see how it plays out Saturday.
All right, no Wayne County varsity baseball today or tonight. It'll be tomorrow starting at 2 o'clock up in Thompson. And the Wayne County varsity soccer matches against Thompson that was supposed to be held here locally will be held on Monday at regular times 5 and 7 here in Jessup.
I also want to remind you that we got this yesterday on that Monday game at the Howard Bell Field. We're taking on the Brunswick Pirates. But before the game at 5:30, a special ceremony is going to take place. As the wife of the late Howard Bell Warren, who the baseball field is named after. She'll be at the game with a debut of a book entitled Pieces of Life. It's a collection of poems written by Howard Bell Warren and a collection of short stories written by his daughter. So again, the book's going to be available for sale on Monday at the ballpark for $10. Again, all the proceeds from the book go directly to the Wayne County Home Run Club. Again, a lot of people don't realize, but Shirley Warren has made a donation to the Home Run Club every year for the last eon years, which is a very nice donation. So she's really been a big supporter of the Wayne County baseball program. You know, like I said, the field was named after her late husband, Howard Bell Warren. So it's just a beautiful facility, but she'll be on hand with the book on Monday at 5:30. And again, it'll be in the concession stand for sale. And I'm sure there'll be other locations around the city of Jessup afterwards as well. So a lot of people probably want to get that book and get all the proceeds. Can't stress enough, it goes right back to the Home Run Club. So
which will go right back to the baseball program.
All right.
Well, Bob, have a great weekend. I know you got a long trip tomorrow heading up to Thompson.
Okay.
All right. The world famous Butch and Bob Show brought to you by Mike Birch Ford in Black.